Alex Kelly with Fiber Spine. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about what a fiber spine is and why you need one. A fiber spine is a fiber optic backbone that provides ultra-broadband connectivity in your home or office, and it's composed of three things. The first is this low-tech portion, which is the microduct. It forms a tunnel through which the fiber can be installed, and that microduct is generally run from a central point where your service provider drops off your internet traffic or your video traffic, and then from that we can install these microducts for you to the various rooms in your home or office so that traffic can be delivered with optimal performance. So those are the first two aspects of the fiber spine. The third is a variety of electronics like this media converter that convert the optical pulses on the fiber into electrical signals that your devices will understand. In this case, I've got a gigabit Ethernet media converter, but I could just as easily be holding a high definition or 4K TV media converter. So whatever the fiber plugs into, it'll encode that traffic and then drop it off with the box that you've got connected to it. One of the things that comes with the inherent robustness of fiber is the ability to guarantee it for life, and we do that. We guarantee a fiber spine for as long as you own your home or for as long as you're in that office and own that infrastructure. Unless you take out a pair of pruning shears and cut it, if you leave it alone and it just sits in the wall or what have you, if it ever fails to perform, you give us a call and we'll come replace it. And I call that the no fine print guarantee. The reason I bring this up is people often say, well, the future is wireless, not wired or fibered. And that, yeah, I'm the biggest proponent of wireless there is out there, particularly the new 802.11 AC and AD variants of Wi-Fi, which are beam forming. So they're not unidirectional or omnidirectional, they're unidirectional, and they find where you are and concentrate their energy in your direction, and therefore have a higher probability that they're going to provide great service to you. But I was looking at one of these new devices the other day and ended up buying it and putting several of them here in our home. And this is some fine print that you won't see on a fiber spine, but what they were saying essentially is, we advertise this Wi-Fi access point as gigabit capable, but this is what you'll see on the side of the box. These are physical data rates. Actual data throughput will be lower and may depend on the mix of wireless products used and external factors, like whether you have bricks in your home or walls or that type of thing. So again, my goal for fiber spine is to ensure that it disappears. You've got enough technologies to consider out there. You put in a fiber spine and you forget it. 10 years from now, if you need an upgrade, you call us, we'll upgrade it for you. The other complaint that we get, and was one of the primary drivers for a fiber spine, is people would call me and say, Alex, can you come over and help me understand why when I go into this room over here I can't watch Orange is the New Black or HBO or what have you on my tablet. And it's a Wi-Fi coverage issue. So by having this mix of wired or fiber spine and state-of-the-art Wi-Fi access points, you're going to get the more uniform coverage that's going to provide that performance that you're looking for, not this spotty kind of dropout, bottlenecked, lackluster performance that you get from only having one or two Wi-Fi access points or routers in your home. And that's one thing that I want to really point out. One of the main things about the Wi-Fi discussion is it's not about Wi-Fi technology being a superior transmission medium. In my business, in the core of the network, you would never pick Wi-Fi or wireless coverage as a primary choice unless you had an obstacle you would need to get over, like a mountain, and you didn't want to just physically install the cable. But it just was not a primary choice for transport of data, because wired technologies, whether they were copper technologies or fiber technologies, were always far superior to wireless technologies. The thing that wireless has in spades is it's very easy to install, and it will accommodate devices that move. So you really get the best of both worlds when you put in the unlimited data capacity of a fiber spine and extend or distribute those Wi-Fi access points to various locations around your home, so that no matter where you are, if you're out in the backyard near the pool, you've got a little Wi-Fi access point out there that's tied into a fiber spine and provides the coverage uniformly, just like you'd have it standing right next to your router. And that's a key thing about fiber spines that really enable that upgrade in performance. You've also heard about the Internet of Things, and this is where fiber spines really shine. They're saying that we're going to have 50 billion devices in a few years. Everything from smart thermostats. You can go into a Lowe's or a Home Depot and see a whole array of products that are Wi-Fi. The point is they need a good signal. I can't tell you how many times my Wi-Fi thermostat is disconnected in the last several days because I don't have a Wi-Fi access point near it, and I need to put one near it. But it'll send me a little email message saying, we can't see your thermostat right now. So imagine a home full of those types of devices. In that case, you really want a fiber spine distributed network architecture that supports that ubiquitous coverage for the Internet of Things. The other key item here is that fiber spines are secure. Wi-Fi is great, but you hear about people having folks crack into their wireless networks all the time. In order to crack into a fiber spine, you physically have to splice into the fiber, which is not impossible, but it's extremely difficult to do. And for the most part, if you're in a professional environment like a recording studio, you could set up a private network that doesn't connect to any outside networks, and that's going to give you incredible performance, whether it's multiple 10 gigs or gigabit interfaces, and it's a completely separate network that doesn't have any connection to the outside world, so it's ultimately secure, and that's a key thing to keep in mind. So I'll stop there, but if you're considering new construction, or if you're considering retrofitting an older home and or office and putting new infrastructure in it, please give us a call. We've got a contact page on the website here. Leave us your information, and we'll come out and look over the property with you and discuss how to get started with a fiber spine. And we think it will be a technology that will disappear for you and just provide a superior experience, one that you'll come to expect with the growing variety